Tonight's the kind of effort performance you were looking for from 8 months of off-season work, and I know you cranked it up a notch this year.
Yeah, just being consistent every day. I expect it to happen. I expect to get better every single week, but yeah, it feels good to finally get the stats and things. But my main objective is just to be consistent and winning.
You got a turnover battle champ shirt on. Is that from camp?
Oh man, I didn't even notice.
Well, you did force two turnovers today. So walk us through those two plays, how you're able to get involved.
Yeah, it's just something we practice every single day. Coach Franklin takes pride in turnovers for the defense. So I think like 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes every day, we do a turnover where we punching the ball out. And I just saw the ball, punched the ball out both times. And that's how you win games.
Do you think the people you go up against fear you?
I'm not sure. Maybe not. I can't really tell, to be honest.
Tonight, James just talked about your motor. He said it's the most consistent thing about your game, and it takes you to a different level. How does it kind of put you in positions to make plays because of the way you play?
Yeah, I think every defensive player knows good things happen when you run to the ball. So I try to run to the ball, do it in practice, and then the game just becomes a habit. So that was all I could do was go out there and give my all every single play and run to the ball, and then obviously great things happen, punching the ball out, things like that. So Coach Franklin preaches it, and I just try to live by it.
Without Fish today, it was you and a bunch of young guys in defensive end. How is your responsibility changed in that room because you got to help them come along?
I think they did a great job. Obviously, I got to look at the film, but this whole summer I tried to take them along, Jalen, Harvey, and Chaz, Coleman to be specific, compete with them during summer workouts, teach them during the spring ball, and then obviously we're competing during training camp. So it felt good to see them out there, make some plays and things like that. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit of learning for them to get out there and be 100% comfortable, but I think I did my job as a big brother throughout the offseason to get them ready.
Dion told us a couple weeks ago, he says you think you see some of yourself in Chaz. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Chaz and Jalen Harvey, again, to be specific, I treat those like my little brothers. They want to learn. They come to me for advice. They come to me for ask me on things, what I see, every play, stuff like that. So when I see people who want to invest in themselves and they come to me for help, I always invest back. I'm not just going to go out there and just give my help to anybody, but if you come to me, I'm willing to help you with whatever. So those two, they come to me all the time.
Huge. It's really exciting to see.
It was like for you guys in last season, obviously, all of you guys want to see
great battle of QBs to come back and
so also the kind of run that you had as dealing with the injury during season two, finish the way you finished individually. How did that show you throughout the offseason? Both of those things come up.
Yeah, no, obviously I came back here for a reason, to be the best in the country. And for us to win the national championship. So that was really my goal all offseason, and that was my motivation. That was the reason why I come back. I didn't come back just to be the same player I was last year and for us to be the same team.
Have you had to deal with more double teams today? And do you, knowing if you're going to be double teamed, do you approach things a little bit differently, or is it just same old, same old?
Yeah, I got double teamed last year as well, if you watch the film. So, like, me and Abdul, first games, it was crazy. Like, I don't think either of us really got home because we were just getting chipped by the tight end and running back. So, double teams isn't nothing new, and coaches expect you to get home double teamed or not. So, I got to find a way to get home.
So how did you find a way to that?
They weren't really chipping that much. There was a lot of quick passes today. So when I got my one-on-ones, one of them got to the quarterback, but it wasn't a lot. Sit back, 7-man protection, things like that. It wasn't that much today.
Abdul was in the stadium today. You guys spent any time together?
We talked on the sideline, things like that. Obviously, everything is scheduled from yesterday. But, I talked to him, man. He just gave me some advice on the next level, things like that. But it was good to see my brother out there, man.
Is it fun teeing off on a mesh or a zone read mesh?
Yeah. And that's a big thing in this defense as well. You just got one responsibility, so you can play fast. And like I said earlier, I credit this defensive win to Coach Knowles, man. He had a great game plan.
How was it watching these new receivers put up plays, score touchdowns? Productive day for them.
Yeah, it was exciting. I've seen it all training camp, spring ball as well. So I knew it was going to happen, but to see it happen on game day felt amazing, obviously. I'm excited to see what our offense can do.
Dani, do you still think about breaking the sack record? Is that something that comes to mind?
Of course, yeah. I'm trying to leave a legacy. Once again, I came back to prove a point. But try not to get too involved in the stats and things like that because you can get up and down on those. Sometimes you have a great game and not have any stats, and then you have a bad game and you happen to fall into 2 sacks. So, but yeah, obviously I want to have the whole package, get to the quarterback as much as possible.
Tonight, you just got compared by Coach Franklin to Micah Parsons. Obviously, the last time someone was able to have 2 forced fumbles was Micah in 2019, highest paid non-quarterback in the league.
Yeah, I
What
saw
is
that.
it like to follow in footsteps of guys like that and try and make your own legacy?
Yeah, that was the reason why I came to Penn State, was to follow in the footsteps of all the defensive ends and great pass rushers that came here. And my job is just to be the next one. So felt great. Obviously, I did see the contract, things like that. That was huge. But yeah, it's time for me to make my legacy.
Dani, just double check your Twitter. It's still posted on top, pinned up top, that you were going to be the best defensive end in college football for 3.5 years ago. What motivated you to pin that to the top publicly? And do you kind of carry that mantra with you day by day?
Yeah, definitely. I try to be the best player I could be. I think I made that tweet in high school. I came in, made a promise to myself that by the time I leave college, I'll be the best defensive end in the country. And I'm just trying to prove that every day to myself and to everybody else, you know.
How close do you think you are to, achieving that goal?
I'm my hardest critic, so I always see the negative things I got to work on and get better at. So I got a lot of room to grow.
Got a lot of room to grow, but how close?
I'm not sure. I just have a lot of room to grow. I got to wait to see how the season goes. I'm not really sure.
Coach Franklin talked a lot about your drive. How do you just continue to materialize it? Do you set lofty goals? Do you just know like this is the standard? And how do you just maintain that standard day to day when so many things can change?
I would say it's definitely the standard and just upholding the standard every day. Coach Dion is on us every single day in practice about running to the ball. And I'm having fun as well. I'm not putting too much pressure on anything, just having fun. It's my last year of college, so that's really it.
How important is emotion to you out there on the field? You look like when you're having fun, you don't mind being a little emotional.
Yeah, no, I love this sport. I love my brothers. I do this every single day. We put so much into it all season, all year long, like just for 12 games and possibly a playoff. So I love it, man. I play with emotion. I feel like I play best when I do play with my emotions. And yeah, I try to reciprocate that to the defense as well. That's another thing. Like, I'm a leader of this defense now, so like people are coming to me and expecting me to come with the energy. So that's another part.
James said you lost 10 pounds or got rid of 10 pounds in the offseason. What was the reason behind that, and how has that impacted your game?
Yeah, nah, I was about like 270 last year, and I'm down about like 262. Coach Franklin just was like, we want you to get to a step quicker, and that was it. I think it's helped me just become a little quicker, a little bit more agile. But yeah, that's really it.
As an individual and as a team, what are the positive takeaways from today's game?
Obviously, I think if you win a game, that's the number one thing. You got to win the game. But I think our defense played well. We had them to 3 points pretty much the whole game to the end. I think our offense played well. We got to look at the film for more specific things, but I think overall it's a good win. Can't really be specific.
Do you think the game plan the coach laid out to you, played out the way it was supposed to today, where you guys had a couple hiccups in there, but did you guys pretty much think the game plan matched the opponent, because the quarterback was a little slippery today.
Yeah, I definitely think Coach Knowles put in a great game plan. So I have fun today.
You're going to be seeing a lot of you this year. Best of luck to you and the rest of the team, brother.
Thank you.